Morning, ladies and gentlemen, another day of the vlogs. So I'm driving to work here right now. So I have to drive, every time I go to work, I gotta drive like 2 hours roughly, even a bit more, like 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to work. Most people say I'm crazy, like they say, oh, I can never do that, but you get used to it after a while. And one thing I actually like about this, I have gotten through so many audiobooks from this drive. Like most of the time, like if I weren't doing this drive, I'd probably have time, but I doubt I would have gone through half as many audiobooks as I have. Because like I think, oh, I got better things to do than fucking sit down and read a book. But I've came up with so many ideas. Pretty much gives me 2 hours every time I go to work there and then 2 hours back. So that's like 4 hours of time just to brainstorm ideas and gather knowledge and information from these books. So it's actually like a blessing in disguise in a way. It's almost been preparing me and developing me, become the version of myself that I want to become, because it gives me time to reflect and brainstorm and gather information about whatever. Anyways, I'm almost done Think and Grow Rich. Got like an hour and a half left in the book. But right now, Napoleon Hill is talking about transmuting sex energy into other sources. And in this case, it would be acquiring wealth. And he pretty much talks about how sex energy is one of the most powerful urges in the world. And I totally agree with what he's saying. Especially dudes. Like if you're a dude watching this, you know how powerful sex urge can be. But now the question is, how do you transmute this energy into another place? Because he lists so many people, so many successful people, and basically talks about how the most successful people in the world have a high sex drive but are able to transmute this energy into something else. And I feel like that could be so beneficial. Like it's such a strong source of energy where I feel like the results can be ridiculous. But now the question is, how do you do that? I think he's about to talk about that, how you do that. I don't remember from the first time I read it. That's another thing with audiobooks. So like, yeah, they're great for passing time and being able to like get information. Like they're definitely beneficial, but I personally don't think I retain as much information as I do listening to audiobooks than if I were actually reading something. But I know a lot of people, or what I heard, I think Iman Godsi was talking about it. If you listen to an audiobook, this is a life hack, by the way, apparently. I haven't done it yet because I was going to say I haven't had time, but I clearly do have time. Anyways, Iman Godsi said listening to audiobook on 1.5 times speed while reading it at the same time. So maybe you got headphones in, you're listening to it, and you got a Kindle or something, or whatever fucking software you use to read a book, and you're reading it while you're listening to it. Apparently that's a fucking hack, because you're just retaining so much information. Because there's a few books I've read multiple times, I still forget a lot. Like this is my third time listening to Think and Grow Rich. How to Win Friends and Influence People I've listened to twice, and like, I remember a little bit, but I feel like if I were to actually read it, I would just retain so much more information. So that's probably what I'm gonna start doing, especially in Thailand. When we move to Thailand, I want that to be a routine. I want to put away 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night to read and listen at the same time. I feel like that'd be way better than just listening to audiobooks all the time. So I think the audio might be kind of shitty. I keep forgetting to bring my mic with me on these drives, but I think it might be picking up a bunch of rumbling. Anyway, so yeah, heading to work right now, almost there. Then I got a sales call. No, I got 2 sales calls tonight. I think a couple of videos ago I talked about this country singer I was supposed to have a call with, he rescheduled, but that's going to be tonight, hopefully, as long as there's no other reschedule. And then this other dude from Instagram. So that's the plan for today. Man, I'm so looking forward. Like, don't get me wrong, I know it has benefits of being able to brainstorm and collect my thoughts and listen to audiobooks, doing this drive and everything. But I'm so looking forward to when I move away to Thailand, 6 months, to not have to do this drive anymore, because I've been doing this for over 3 years now. That's going to be a great day, I'll tell you that. When I get to leave this place and just go chase goals, that'll be a fun time. Anyways, maybe I'll probably pick up the camera later or after, maybe even during a sales call. Maybe I'll record bits of it, snip it up, put it in, so we'll see. But so Mike's Wi-Fi package, for some reason, I guess you can't use Telegram or Instagram, or I don't know. So Mike is going to be MIA for a little bit, but I'm sure he'll have lots to talk about once he comes back. Oh yeah, this is day 1 of fight camp, by the way. So yeah, I'm going about 6 months, no drinking, no bullshit, back on the grind again. Yeah, so I had 4 months on where I was fucking locked in, and I got a lot done. Then I just took like 2 to 3 weeks off to enjoy myself a little bit. I think that helps to be productive, giving yourself time off a little bit. So I took 2 to 3 weeks off, but now I'm back on it again. This one's gonna be a longer one, 6 months, I give myself. And then before I leave Thailand, I probably won't see my friends for a while, so I might have some fun with them before I leave, but then after that, back on the grind in Thailand again. But that's the plan as of right now. But yeah, starting fight camp again. I'm excited though, actually, like, to be back on the grind. And I remember before I started my last one, for my last fight camp, I remember actually looking forward to locking in, which I did enjoy. Like, it's nice just being, you feel so much better when you're productive, sticking to a routine. But don't get me wrong, towards the end of that, I was looking forward to enjoying myself, which I did. And now I'm back in state again, where I'm like, yeah, I had my fun the past 2-3 weeks, but I'm very much looking forward to being locked in again. Because honestly, I feel so much better. Like, mentally, I'm sharper, I'm more focused, more disciplined, I'm getting a lot done. Also, my last one, I retained sexual energy, if you know what I mean, for about 3 months. I'm gonna do the same thing for this time, but I'm gonna double it. Try and go 6 months. Not gonna try, I will. I know I will be able to go 6 months. I've done 3 months, gets easier as you go along. So yeah, I'm giving myself 6 months for this one. I'm gonna transmute that energy and see where I am 6 months from now. We did a bunch of goal planning the other, probably like a week ago, so yeah, we're gonna be locked in for 6 months trying to hit all these goals. Anyways, I'll pick up the camera a bit later, probably gonna take these sales calls, if I remember, I should remember. Anyways.